Everyone loves to say that the suburbs are expensive and the city of Philadelphia is a lot cheaper. But is it really true when you stack up what's going on in Philadelphia versus Chester, Delaware, Montgomery counties? I'm going to break down the actual numbers for you when it comes to cost of living. There's a couple key ones we're going to review. That way, it'll help you decide whether you want to live in the city or you want to move to the suburbs. If you get some value out of this or you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. And if you want to schedule a call with our team to talk about city versus suburb living, you can do that with the link in the comments. Everyone loves to say the city of Philadelphia is cheaper to live in right now. You get more bang for your buck than the suburbs, but you're not factoring in all the costs. So I'm going to give you actual numbers that you'll run into when it comes to living expenses when you're a homeowner in Philadelphia versus a homeowner in Chester, Delaware, or Montgomery County. So let's start with housing costs. That's the easy one. The median sale price in Philadelphia through the first half of the year is about $285,000. So we know exactly what that's going to cost. That's obviously a lot of homes that have sold. And, you can find a row home in South Philadelphia under $300,000. Maybe a 3-bedroom in Fishtown is going to be north of $500,000. Rittenhouse Square obviously can easily get into the 7-figure range. So it's going to vary based on what you're looking for. But I'm going to show you what the median is. And there's some neighborhoods that are developing that could provide you a little more bang for your buck. Now, rents are going to vary. The average rental is right around $1,700 a year, and it can be as much as $2,200, $3,000 in some hotter neighborhoods. This is for like a 1-2 bedroom. So, rents can certainly vary, but we're focused on home ownership. So we know what the median price is. Now, when you look at some of the collar counties, there is no question housing costs more in Chester, Delaware, and Montgomery County. Through the first half of the year, the median sale price in Delaware County is right around $375,000. And if you get into some of the single-family homes in northern Delaware County, that can go anywhere from like $450,000 to $650,000. Obviously, Radnor's on the main line. You're easily in 7 figures there in a lot of those neighborhoods. Then there's some more affordable options, like when you get into Ridley Township and Upper Darby Township. The median price in Chester County is $525,000. And again, you go to a single family home that's going to cost more. You're easily in the $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 range. And there's even some luxury new builds that are going to crack $1 million. Then there's townhomes, row homes, condos that could be more in the $450,000 range. So that's going to give you an idea of what you can get in Chester County. And in Montgomery County, the median sale price is $490,000. Now you can get a twin or a row home in Ardmore or Narberth, maybe in like the 5 to 7 range. You can larger single family homes, easily above $1 million in places like Bluebell, Lower Marion. And then there's some more affordable parts of Montgomery County. You go a little further west out to Pottstown, you're going to get more bang for your buck. There's more entry-level homes in places like Norristown. There's a wide variety there, and that's why it's really important to connect with somebody local who can help you with this. What's clear is the medians are more expensive in the suburbs than they are in the city of Philadelphia. Now, property taxes and wage taxes are a little different. So the property tax rate in Philadelphia right now is 0.6%. In Philadelphia, they do reassess every year. This is the average. Remember, we're talking about averages here, not specifics. But you've also got city wage tax that comes in just below 4% if you want to live and work in the city. So if you're making a high income, maybe you're in the well above 6-figure range, all of a sudden you're paying a city wage tax that's close to 4% of your annual income. And that has nothing to do with where you live. It's just if you live and work in Philadelphia. So, and a $100,000 earner, the median income right now is right around $87,000, $88,000. They're going to have about $3,700, $3,800 in city wage tax annually. That's significant. In the suburbs, the average property taxes in Delaware County are about 2%. The median bill is right around $7,000 for property taxes on a $350,000 home. In Chester County, it's about 1.5% roughly. It's about $9,000 on a $600,000 home. Montgomery County, a $500,000 home runs about $8,000 annually. So you can see there's more in property taxes, but you're not paying that wage tax. Now, some townships will have an earned income tax. So this is something you want to explore. So when you look at, all right, I'm paying 1/12 of this a month versus paying a tax bill, which is the difference between property taxes versus a wage tax, and where your income comes in, you could get an automatic raise just by moving out of the city of Philadelphia. It's not something a lot of people expect. Then there's transportation and commuting. And this is the thing a lot of people don't factor in. So you could go car free if you live in Philadelphia, and a SEPTA monthly pass is going to cost you $96. Fortunately, they didn't cut all that service because that would be a bigger problem. Parking, if you have a car, well, that could be anywhere from $250 to $350 a month just for garage parking. Then, what a lot of people don't think about is that you're looking at, well, maybe your insurance is going to be higher in the city of Philadelphia, which is the case. So the parking costs are going to add up, and especially if you start, parking on the street, you might get a couple parking tickets. So parking's going to be more expensive than you think. In the suburbs, I mean, you really need a car around here. And then you've got gas, which is going to be, we'll break down the gas costs here in a second for you. You're going to be spending more on gas because you're going to be driving more. Your car insurance is going to be $1,400 to $1,800 a year, depending on what kind of policy that you have. A regional rail from the main line to Center City runs about $114 a month if you're commuting in and out using regional rail. And on top of that, I mean, you're looking at, gas costs and different things. I mean, it could cost you a lot more from transportation. So this is the stuff you want to think about, whether it's more costly in the city or the suburbs. Then there's your daily costs, right? Your everyday costs. Well, in the city, I mean, milk costs a little less than it does in the suburbs. The average is about $3.49 versus $4.09. Obviously, you're going out to eat a lot more in the city. That can add up. And then there's childcare, right? So city daycare runs $1,600 to $1,800 a month for one kid. And that's on the lower end. I've spent this on my kids before. The suburbs, it's a little less. It's about $1,300 to $1,500 a month. So you've got that stuff to figure out. Then you've got schools, because while you have lower property taxes in the city of Philadelphia, maybe you want to send your kids to private school. That could be anywhere from $15,000 to $50,000 a year in tuition. Yes, I said $15,000 to $50,000 a year. In the suburbs, yeah, you're paying more for taxes, but maybe you're able to take advantage of public schools, which won't cost you anything in terms of tuition. It's a lot different, and there's a lot of great school districts in the suburban counties. So these higher taxes actually save you money because they're funding strong school districts, and you might not need to send your kid to private school. So these are all the things you want to think about here. Really, there's a trade-off. In Philadelphia, you got your wage tax, maybe lower taxes when it comes to property taxes, but then you've got to deal with tuition and other things. That's the kind of stuff you need to think about here. And the reality is, it's never an easy answer. This is why it takes some pre-planning, some budgeting, and understanding exactly what kind of home you're going to look at so you can budget in property taxes, city wage tax, earned income tax, depending on the township you want to move to, commuting costs, gas, average groceries. It's not always a clear answer, and what I know is that you need someone to help you with that to determine if you're going to go public or private with schools. If you got kids, if you don't have kids, you don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff. This is why having a planning meeting and understanding your numbers plan and your financial plan to actually get into a home is really going to help you when it comes to making a big real estate decision.